Welcome, I'm Moth. You look absolutely stunning today. Thank you for being here. I have a very cool video planned. I got a comment saying to do a Q&A so that we can kind of get to know each other better. And I thought that was a wonderful idea to build like a little bit more of like a community. So I wanted to go both ways. So I'll answer the questions, but you can also answer the questions like as I'm answering them. I'll leave like a template in the comments of like all the different questions so you can like answer them while I'm kind of talking and have it all typed out or whatever. There'll be 20 questions in total and I have them all written out conveniently. So we'll be starting with general questions. And question number 1 is, who are you? A very broad question to start off with. I figured I'd start with like a very broad question, just to like get out like the simple points. Being, I am Moth, I'm 19, and I live in Canada. And that's like the basic information that you should know about me. Question number 2 is, what's your favorite color? These are like the bare minimum. I just think it's good to get it out of the gate. Mine's brown. Speed running, baby. Simple, easy. Brown. Okay, then it's your favorite number. Mine is 14. Because in grade school, my crush, his football number was 14. It's kind of embarrassing, but he also played the violin. So, I mean, like, I know how to pick them. Okay, and now number 4. What is your ideal way of dying? Personally, I would really like to go in like a mysterious way so I can end up on a true crime podcast. I think that would be very cool. I think like if I died when I was like 69, and yeah, it was mysterious and super weird, and it was the talk of the town, that would be my ultimate way of going. If anyone would like to shoot me and bury me in the woods, when I'm 69, I would really appreciate that. And number 5, have you ever seen a waterbed? I have never seen a waterbed in my entire life. Okay, now onto the childhood questions. Asking about people's childhood is really important to get to know them, you know? Like, if you can know somebody's childhood, you know them very well. Okay, number 1, when did you stop believing in Santa? I don't think I ever believed in Santa, if I'm being honest. I remember watching my older siblings wrapping presents on Christmas Day, and I just don't think I ever believed in Santa. I remember in grade 2, the librarian told us that there was no such thing as Santa. It was very weird. She was like teaching us something, reading a book, and then she looked at all of us and she was like, "You guys don't still believe in Santa, right?" We were 9, and it was very rude, but I remember thinking how rude it was, but also that I already knew that I knew that Santa didn't exist. I don't know, maybe I was just built different as a kid and I just caught on quicker. Number 2, what was your favorite game to play as a kid? I really liked playing with my older brothers, and we would play holidays. So like if it was near Christmas time, we would play Christmas, and if it was near Easter, we would like play Easter, and like we'd hide stuff and pretend they're eggs. And we would also play camping a lot, so we would just build tents and pretend that we were camping, and I think that was my favorite game to play with them. But I also really loved playing Lego with them. We would do this thing where we would build an airplane, and then we would drop it from our bunk bed, and whoever's airplane stayed intact, they won, and it was very fun. Okay, number 3 in the kid category, or I guess number 8 in all the questions. What was your favorite website as a kid? I loved Animal Jam. I played Animal Jam all of the time. I remember when I came home from school, I was on the Animal Jam grind. My mom, for a month, she let me buy the membership. I was living. Oh my gosh. Okay, 4, what did you collect? I am assuming that you collected something as a kid, or you just didn't have a childhood. I was really into rocks. I loved rocks. I think that was a classic one, like most people collected rocks. I was very classic, I was very classy. Anytime I saw a rock, I was like, okay, you're coming home with me. Number 5. Did you want to be a magician when you grew up? If you say no, I'm just assuming that you are either lying or had a very lame childhood. Like, at some point, I think we all the cool people, at least all the cool people, wanted to be a magician. I tried for a month. I got every book in the library. I tried to do any trick I possibly could. I was very bad and I gave up very quickly, but I did put my entire being into that dream. Okay, and then just like 10 more questions that are like more specific and kind of random, I guess. This would be number 11 on all of the questions. What is your least favorite food? I hate blueberries. I despise them. They are so inconsistent. Sometimes they're sweet, sometimes they're sour, sometimes they taste like nothing, sometimes they're mushy, sometimes they're not. Make up your mind. I do not like blueberries. I hate them. I despise them. I really like watermelon, and my sister bought watermelon and I was super excited and I ate a bunch. That had nothing to do with me hating blueberries, but I was just thinking about it. Oh, that makes it remind me. I got a caramel. My sister got a bunch of caramels, so it's really warm because it was in my pocket for this entire video. I forgot. So, it's a good caramel. The second one, or the 12th one. If you could be anywhere in the world, would it be a where or a who? See, I thought that question is very cute and like aesthetic and like quirky, but oh, you know what that reminds me of? My hair. You can't see it, luckily, because it is very bad. I needed a cut, and I was like, oh, I can cut my own hair. It's very uneven. I went to the store today. The whole time I kept thinking, if anyone sees the back of my head, they are going to think that I was done with a weed whacker. But I live in Canada, so nobody said anything. Oh, to answer the question, mine would be a where. The who sounds nice and like cute, but I would love to go back to my hometown. I lived in BC, British Columbia, Canada. Anytime I say that I lived in BC, everyone goes, you lived before Christ? So I have to clarify, British Columbia. And there's a part of British Columbia called the Fraser Valley. And it's exactly what you think it would be. It's a valley, and anywhere you looked, there'd be mountains, and it was so beautiful. And the mountains were really close, so they weren't just like super blue, like they were there, and it was beautiful. And it rained all of the time, and it was foggy, and oh my god, it is so beautiful, and I would love to go there. If I could, I would like teleport there immediately. Okay, what is your go-to karaoke song? Mine would definitely be Zombie by the Cranberries. It's a good song, and I think it's funny that I sing it when I karaoke. It's generally not what people think of, so I'm just like, I'm different, I'm quirky, I'm a weirdo, I'm weird. Have you ever seen me without this hat? That's weird. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in. Okay, and then number 14, I think. What is your biggest fear? Personally, mine is the unknown, and probably also tiny spiders. I really don't like them. They scare me. I don't like tiny spiders. I love any type of bug. Literally you can throw any bug at me and I will be so happy, unless it's like a poisonous one, because then I'll die. But even then, I will be happy. But like tiny spiders, they're everywhere. You never know. They're tiny. I hate them. Number 15. How do you feel about Monopoly? Monopoly is the most amazing board game to ever exist. I have never in my entire life lost a game of Monopoly. I love Monopoly. If we ever play Monopoly, me and you, I'm talking directly to whoever you are watching this video, if we ever play Monopoly, I will win or I will die on the spot. It's my kryptonite. If I lose a game of Monopoly, I'm dead. Okay, number 16. I feel like number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is somebody's foot fungus. Okay, number 16. What is the best gift you've ever received? I have to get mine. For my 18th birthday, my younger brother got me this. Is he not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Look at him. Look at him in the eyes. His name is Jack Black, FNAF at Freddy's. He is beautiful and he's my favorite gift I've ever gotten in my entire life. I love him dearly. Number 17. I'm gonna keep him around, I think. Can I put him on my shoulder? Yeah, that worked. That does not work. Okay, number 17. What is your biggest pet peeve? I don't really like people very much, especially when people make noises. But I think my biggest pet peeve probably has something to do with when my brother eats cereal, it's the worst sound I've ever heard in my entire life. Most people eating cereal, I can tolerate, but it's annoying, but I'm okay. But him, I'm done. But I also really hate people who are boring and arrogant and ignorant and mean. Wait, but what's my biggest one? I guess you can only have one. I think somebody's dying outside. That sucks. Okay, number 8. Number 18. If money wasn't a problem, what would you do with your life? I think most people would be like, I'd be making art. I'd be living the dream. But honestly, I don't think I would live my life any different than what it's like now. Money is a very bad motivator for me, and I don't really care. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I do what I'm doing, and then I would do what I want to do, which is work in film and television. So that's what I would be doing. But bonus question, if money wasn't a problem, what would you do for one day? Unlimited money, what would you do? I would go to the Peony in Vancouver. There's an amusement park. I would get my little brother and my other siblings, and I would put us on a plane, and I would fly us, and we would all spend a day at the Peony, and that would be my perfect day. Or I would go to the drugstore, and I would buy all of the makeup, every single product, and then have a giant sleepover, and we all do each other's makeup. Over consumerism at its finest. Number 19. How do you like your coffee? I put way too much milk and way too much sugar, and I'm like, this is perfect. It pretty much doesn't taste like coffee. And then I'm like, I'm in love. That's how I like my coffee. I wish I was the type of person to like my coffee black, because it's very aesthetic and dark academia, but I do not. Okay, number 20. This is our last question of the day. Do you like mangoes? I freaking love mangoes. Best thing to ever exist on planet Earth. Mangoes are so good. I have a story to tell. I was at my hometown. I was at a Walmart, and I was looking around, and I found a mango, and it was on sale. And all my friends were like, are you gonna buy the mango? And I said, obviously. So I got the mango, and I went to the cash register, and I put my mango on the cash register, zippy liney thingy pajabber, and the man behind me was like, I'll pay for your mango. And I said, what? And he said, I'll pay for your mango. And I said, what? He paid for my mango. I got that mango for free. It was a free mango. And then when I was leaving the store, I saw him. We were passing by each other, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we nodded heads and smiled. I had not seen that man before in my entire life, and I have never seen him since, but he is in my heart. Every single day of my life, I will never forget him, the man that bought me the mango. Well, I guess that's the end. I only made 20 questions. I couldn't think of anything else. I was trying to, like, rack my brain for questions, but genuinely, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know what else to ask. But this is a very rambly video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. And please, if at least if one person could comment, even if you just want to answer one question, it would make my day. The fact that there are people who comment makes me so happy. That's my favorite part about making videos, is the fact that there are people who comment. I think it's so freaking cool. So I would love, literally, comment anything. Comment gay. If you comment gay, you are my new best friend. Today, I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, I look so good. And I squatted and all I heard was a giant tear. And I was like, my ass is too fat. And I was so scared, but luckily I have this little sewing kit that I got from the dollar store. Fixed me up, and it took me a long time. I'm not a very good seamstress, but okay. I probably shouldn't eat that caramel in the middle of my outro. It's such a good caramel though. It tastes really good. That was an amazing caramel. But this video is over now. Over now. You'll find something else to... Okay, goodbye everyone. Please subscribe and comment below if you like bologna. This video will never end if I don't just say goodbye. So, good night. I love you. Goodbye. Oh, and we're almost at 50 subscribers. Please subscribe, because it would literally make me so happy. And it's free, and according to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed. So subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. Goodbye. Look guys, it's dark and scary. Also, I hope you liked my dream impression. I only wanted to say that that was an impersonation of Dream, not the real me. This is me. This is real. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be.